crunch. That's the last thing my wife clearly remembers. The crunch sound her body made as her police cruiser wrapped itself around a telephone pole at high speed. The injury she sustained on that dark and rainy winter night caused years of challenges, including tears and frustration from losing control of her weight and nearly ending our marriage. Yet, as I'm about to reveal, that night also led to an astonishing discovery that allowed me to finally help my wife lose 23 pounds of unwanted fat and completely flatten even her stubborn lower belly fat after years of trying in only 21 days. And I want to share these 3 exciting secrets with you today right here in this short video, so you can experience rapid weight loss without exercise. You'll also discover how me getting hit in the face with a cloud of pepper spray from a grenade revealed how big pharma hotshots like Martin Shkreli conspire to keep near magical weight loss compounds hidden from the public, because they're so cheap and easy to find that there's no profit in them. Yet one ancient spice in particular, that we'll talk about in a minute, has now been proven in hundreds of modern scientific studies to convert your body's bad fat into good fat that actually burns calories, allow you to enjoy rapid weight loss without side effects, reduce or reverse the underlying cause of type 2 diabetes, transform your metabolism from sugar burner to fat burner, increase testosterone in men, reduce your risk of developing life-threatening heart problems, boost your thyroid so you burn fat faster, improve your mood and concentration, renew and thicken your hair, making you look healthier, smooth and rejuvenate your skin so you look younger, and even improve your sex life. I'll tell you exactly how to use this ancient spice, and I'll give you all 3 simple tips my wife used to naturally lose 23 pounds in 21 days in just a minute. Just keep watching, okay? First, I have to confess I did not find these methods overnight. In fact, I spent years feeling powerless to help my wife. You see, I've devoted my life to service. Let me introduce myself. I'm Todd. I started my career as a soldier in a Canadian Army SSF and eventually finished as a SWAT team leader. Yet through that entire time, I was also fascinated with helping regular folks with their diets and exercise. I guess you could say I first became a personal trainer as my hobby, and I passionately spent hours researching and experimenting with the latest methods and protocols. However, after my wife recovered from her accident, I was left feeling like a failure. I knew she was upset about losing control of her weight, yet everything I tried just left me scratching my head. All the most up-to-date training and diet methods were failing her, and not a pound of weight would stay off, even if we managed to lose it temporarily. My wife grew frustrated to the point of despair, and every new diet she tried just seemed to make things worse, and even trigger borderline eating disorders. Sometimes she would feel so starved that her cravings would take over. She covered up her late-night binges and raids on the refrigerator, and I would find empty bags of Hershey Kisses wrappers hidden around the house. It cut me to the core. I could see how much pain she was in, and no matter how hard I looked for a solution, I seemed to be doing more harm than good. It got so bad, I started to fear for her life. She would completely break down at times and tell me how she hated herself, how the stubborn fat she gained after the accident made her feel ugly and useless, to the point that she was disgusted to even see herself in the mirror, and that she felt like part of herself died in that horrible crash. She didn't even want to see friends anymore because she felt like they must be talking about her behind her back, gossiping about how much weight she had gained. We ended up spending thousands of dollars looking for a solution, including years spent in counseling. Listen, most folks just suffer the same guilt, self-loathing, and self-doubt in silence, because anyone who has tried to lose weight and failed understands the pain. And if you've been there too, you understand at least part of what my wife was feeling. You see, she'd always been an athlete and played a bunch of sports in college. Then she entered the police force and lived a lean and active lifestyle. No, not all cops eat donuts and get fat. However, the accident seemed to come at the worst time. Exercise became pretty much impossible, and then things got worse. It seemed age and hormonal changes started catching up with her in her 40s, and the fat just piled on faster than ever, which is when her doctor stepped in with a serious warning. She was dangerously close to suffering type 2 diabetes, despite her heroic efforts with diet and exercise. She was devastated and terrified to even think about the future. Just the week before, she'd been daydreaming with our daughter about what her perfect high school graduation day would look like. Now, all of a sudden, she wondered if she'd even be there for it, even though it was only a couple short years away. I could see she was ready to break. Yo-yo weight loss and the emotional roller coaster of hope and despair made her feel helpless and hopeless. And every high-priced weight loss system and supplement let her down again and again. Maybe you felt something similar. Listen, both of us used to scoff at the idea that staying lean and healthy gets harder after 40 years old. Yet the reality is both of us began to struggle when we hit 40. And we tried everything to beat back the creeping weight gain. On top of the popular methods like low carb, low fat, paleo, and calorie counting, we even tried fancy diets like Dr. Bernstein, Atkins, Weight Watchers, Herbal Magic, and Jenny Craig. Nothing worked. Worse, most of the diets we tried ended up in uncontrollable binging. In fact, every single diet she ended up weighing more than when she started. These extreme diets were putting her body into shock mode, and her body's stress reaction was actually causing rebound weight gain and forcing her to actually put on a bit of extra weight as a protective mechanism. Now, imagine being fully immersed in health and fitness like I was, and not being able to help the person you love most. It was devastating, and I knew my wife was at the breaking point. Then one day, the solution hit me right in the face, literally. I was still working SWAT at the time, and I got an urgent call to a hostage rescue situation. The armed suspect was on the top floor of the apartment building. I was deployed as a rappel master for the operation, so our team was set up on the roof. When it was go time, my team rappelled just over the edge of the rooftop, our lives literally dangling from a single rappel line. We broke the 3 top windows and inserted 3 OC pepper spray grenades. We also put one directly onto the deck so the suspect wouldn't come running out and try to escape. Or worse, throw one of the hostages out, possibly killing them. Well, no plan survives first contact. As luck would have it, the wind blew a massive cloud of pepper spray right back into our faces. But we had a job to do, and we got the bad guy. However, I was left coughing and sniffling for hours after the mission. Yet more than that, I felt like my body was on fire inside. I could feel the heat radiating off me like a furnace. I was almost able to picture body fat melting away inside me, which is when my inspiration hit me. If the spice oleoresin capsicum, the OC used in the grenades, could have such an intense effect on my body heat, what could it do to burn belly fat without exercise? What I discovered was nothing short of shocking. When I started researching other compounds in the same family as OC, I knew I had stumbled onto something exciting, which eventually led to the simple protocol of weight loss strategies that helped my wife finally lose all 23 pounds in only 21 days, without ever feeling hungry or working out. And I'm going to share the 3 most important tips with you in a minute. You'll use these quick daily tricks to instantly turn up the heat on your fat-burning metabolism. Stay full and satisfied all day long while rapidly losing weight. Rewire your fat loss hormones to burn fat without exercise. And even turn your bad fat into good fat, which I'll explain in a minute. First, I want to tell you about my friend John. He's a truck driver, and we hadn't seen him for about a month when he came over to the house. His jaw dropped when he saw my wife. She had just finished the new protocol, and she was 23 pounds lighter than the last time he saw her. Yet that wasn't even what he noticed first. She was clearly full of energy, and her eyes seemed to shine with vitality. "Wow, you look amazing," was all he could say. He told her that even her hair seemed thicker, fuller, and more shiny than the last time he saw her, and that it seemed like her skin looked smoother, which was weird because usually John never notices stuff like that. Secretly, my wife was thrilled. You see, she'd been thinking the same thing, but didn't want to admit it to herself because she thought maybe it was just wishful thinking. However, the truth was, she felt like $1,000,000. Not only did her hair and skin seem 20 years younger, all of a sudden she needed less sleep and felt twice as rested. She was sailing through night shifts in her patrol car and maintaining crazy energy despite the shift work at the police department. Which isn't surprising, I guess, when you consider that the main ingredient in the new protocol we created has been revered for thousands of years as an anti-aging elixir, and is now being proven in one scientific study after another to actually turn back the clock on aging. As my wife enthusiastically told John about everything she'd been doing, he got super excited. You see, John's job in the truck keeps him sitting for hours, and over the years his belly just kept expanding. He constantly thought about doing something about it, yet he could never seem to stick to any kind of weight loss plan. So he was super excited about these brand new strategies because he knew he could stick to them even while he was on the road. Well, he started using them the very next morning. And after just 4 days, he sent me this text. "Holy crap, Todd. I weighed myself this morning and I'm down 12 pounds already." It felt so good to get that text from him because it proved that this new protocol was so much more than a one-hit wonder. And wait until you hear about John's total transformation after 21 days. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Yet first, let me tell you another story about the quick results folks are getting with these simple strategies. Because the rapid weight loss you'll experience in the first few days will give you incredible motivation to succeed. One couple we hang out with used these strategies together and lost a combined 11 pounds in just the first 4 days. The husband, Peter, dropped 7 pounds and his wife, Stacy, dropped 4 pounds. And Peter experienced a big improvement in important health markers like cholesterol, which was a huge relief, as you'll see in a minute, because fatal health scares sneak up on you at any time. Like my friend Frank, who was perfectly healthy one day, then the next was flat on his back in a hospital bed, praying that his heart would last long enough for him to see his little girl grow up. You'll see in a minute that his story has a happy ending though, and that these 3 secrets I reveal in this video are doing a lot more than just helping folks quickly lose all the weight they want. In fact, you'll see in a sec that my wife got some great news from the doc too. Yet the fun part is that all the people now using these new rapid weight loss strategies report one thing in common. They love the simple morning ritual they use to start their day on this plan, and they say they will always include it in their mornings for the rest of their lives, even after they lose all the weight. Now let's get to the 3 simple tricks all of these folks are using to flatten their bellies fast without exercise. These are the strategies hundreds of men and women are using to get results like these, losing as much as 23 pounds in 21 days like my wife did, 27 pounds in 21 days like John, or a combined 32 pounds in 21 days like Peter and Stacy. The first strategy is this. You need to turn your bad fat into good fat. Now, if you're like me, you may be totally shocked by this. You actually have 2 different kinds of fat in your body. There's your bad fat, called white fat. It's the squishy, jiggly stuff that accumulates on your belly, love handles, thighs, butt, and all those other ugly trouble spots that you hate. Yet there's a special type of fat in your body called brown fat. It's your good fat that is actually responsible for burning away your bad, ugly white fat. Yes, this thin little layer of brown fat makes you leaner by burning away loads of the squishy and jiggly fat on your belly and other embarrassing body parts. And one of the easiest tricks to convert your bad and squishy white fat into powerful fat-burning brown fat is to use a specially formulated tea with strategically selected and natural ancient spices. You can make this tea yourself right at home. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. Now, the second flat belly strategy you'll need is this. You will retrain every cell in your body to burn your own body fat for fuel. You see, if you're able to pinch the fat in your belly right now, chances are you're what's called a sugar burner. It's not your fault. In fact, even government nutrition recommendations actually force your body to burn sugar as its main source of fuel instead of using your stored fat. And one of the worst mistakes that makes you a sugar burner is following common meal timing recommendations. I'll teach you a subtle meal timing shift that actually changes your metabolism at a cellular level, so your body prefers to burn an alternative fuel instead of sugar. Most people don't even know about this mysterious body fuel that is actually made by breaking down your bad white fat. So you're forced to burn your own stored fat as fuel, helping you safely lose as much weight as you want without exercise. Now your third and final strategy. You must trigger your body's satiety switch. That's a fancy way of saying you have to shut down hunger. Listen, I won't lie to you and say you can lose all the weight you want without controlling your food intake. However, you can easily do it without ever feeling hungry. The secret is knowing what nutrients to eat and when, which I'll help you with in a second. Plus, the specially formulated tea you will brew as part of your morning ritual will also cut hunger off at the knees before it has time to rear its ugly head. In fact, many folks using my tea formula report forgetting to eat their next meal because they just don't get hungry anymore. By now, you can probably see why this new protocol was spreading like wildfire. Before we knew it, dozens of friends and family members were using it, and every single time, the results were mind-blowing. Not only that, it seemed that once folks had been through the protocol and lost the weight, it had become easier to keep it off for good. Then one night while I was at an Italian restaurant enjoying a delicious dinner with my wife, the kind of meal that would have filled her with guilt to eat months ago and that she could now regularly experience without worrying about gaining weight, she turned to me with a very serious expression and said something that I knew deep down already. Todd, we need to share this with more people than just friends and family. Right away, I could feel the truth of what she said right down in my bones. Like I said before, I've lived my entire life feeling the call to service. I'd serve my country, my community, and my family. Yet now I was presented with an opportunity to serve hundreds of thousands around the world. Or so I thought. My wife and I took all the scribbled notes, charts, and worksheets we were using and turned them into a simple and easy to follow manual. And because most folks were finally experiencing the flat belly they desired in just 21 days, we simply called it the 21-Day Flat Belly Fix. We printed up a bunch of copies with a cover letter and mailed them off to every publisher we could find an address for. And nothing. We were shot down by every single one. And I couldn't figure out why. I assumed that the results would speak for themselves. I thought publishers would be proud to help hundreds of thousands of people with a protocol that clearly works. But I guess that's not what motivates them. And to be honest, it's a mystery to me what they're looking for. One thing I do know is this. I will never, ever quit on you. And I set out to figuring out a way to get this to as many people as possible, as quickly as possible. Which is why I made this video. I discovered the fastest, most cost-effective way to get the Flat Belly Fix into your hands is to cut out the middleman entirely, and to make it available to you right here on my website. Plus, since typical weight loss systems rely on fancy marketing and they need to give away a cut of the price for distribution and the other expenses of large-scale publishing, it costs them a lot more and they pass that on to you, which means good news. Because you won't need to pay anywhere near the inflated prices I've seen of up to $279 for a complete rapid weight loss system comparable to what you are receiving with the Flat Belly Fix today. In fact, until the end of this video, you won't even pay half the regular retail price of $97 because I want to get this out to as many people as possible as quickly as I can. Listen, there's just no reason for folks to continue struggling with weight loss. The Flat Belly Fix quickly puts an end to that frustration and wasted time. Yet before I get to the incredible offer I have for you today, I need to tell you about an extra free bonus you'll get that's only available until the end of this video. This is the exact series of simple 7-minute routines I created for my wife to tighten, tone, and flatten her belly without intense exercise. It's a strategic selection of stretches and gentle core movements that are so easy they can even be done right before going to bed. Yet they tighten up the muscles of your belly so effectively that within days you'll notice how much flatter your belly looks in the bathroom mirror. Here's why. Because you probably spend a lot of your day sitting, the muscles in your core lose their natural ability to keep your belly flat, which means no matter how lean you get using the Flat Belly Fix, you'll still look like you have that lower belly pouch. Worse, your core muscle imbalances can actually cause worse problems, like compressed and poorly functioning organs, pain and numbness from compressed nerves, back pain, and even emotional and mental distress. Yet simply fixing how your core muscles function and allowing your hips and core to come back into alignment will instantly make your lower belly pouch disappear while reducing pain and giving you more energy and better moods. I call this free bonus the 7-minute flat belly protocol. Remember, it's just 7 minutes of gentle movements 5 to 6 times per week, and you can do them whenever and wherever you want. You can choose to also include more intense exercise if you enjoy it, yet it is completely unnecessary. And you'll quickly and easily flatten your belly using only the Flat Belly Fix and the 7-minute flat belly protocol. As a separate add-on, you'd pay just $39.95 for the 7-minute flat belly protocol alone. And you'll probably agree that it's a steal when you consider my hourly coaching fee is now over $147 an hour. And that I've put all my best belly flattening tricks into the 7-minute flat belly protocol. Remember though, I told you I'm giving you an incredible offer today. So you'll be getting this exciting bonus absolutely free on this page. Plus, you won't be paying anywhere near the $97 retail price for the complete Flat Belly Fix system. In fact, until the end of this video, you won't even pay half that. Today only, because I want so badly to relieve the kind of pain and suffering my wife went through, which means getting this solution out to the most people possible as quickly as possible, you'll get everything. The Flat Belly Fix system and the 7-minute flat belly protocol for just a single secure payment of only $37. Simply use the button below this video to instantly secure your reduced price of only $37 and lock in your free 7-minute flat belly protocol bonus right away. You'll have access to everything in under 2 minutes, and you'll be able to get started on your flat belly as early as tomorrow morning. Now, if you're already shocked that you're getting access to everything for less than a single hour with a personal trainer or nutritionist, then what I'm about to tell you will blow you away. Not only have I done everything in my power to reduce the price of the Flat Belly Fix and make it as affordable as possible for you, I'm going one step further and giving you my ironclad 100% guarantee that this will work for you even if you have suffered from cravings, binges, or rebound weight gain before. Or perhaps you accidentally damaged your metabolism by following crash diets in the past. Or even if you just plain hate dieting. You have stubborn pockets of fat like low belly fat, or you just don't enjoy exercise. Or even if you think you've tried everything to overcome your metabolism and lose all the weight you want. Listen, I've already seen this work for thousands of folks, and I'm so confident that it is going to give you the flat belly you desire that I'm happy to give you a full 60 days to try it and see the results for yourself. And if you aren't 100% satisfied with everything about the Flat Belly Fix, just let me know and I'll make sure you get a full refund the very same day. So there's absolutely no risk to you. The Flat Belly Fix will work for you, guaranteed, or you won't pay a dime. Now let me tell you what the Flat Belly Fix is not so you know what you're about to experience. It's not another complicated fad diet that you already know results in paralyzing brain fog and energy drain, constant hunger and cravings, and inevitable rebound weight gain once you fall off the wagon again. Rather, this simple protocol is what my savvy weight loss success clients are using to quickly lose weight and keep it off effortlessly. And now, starting today, their success can be your success. Yet before we go one step further, I need to be 100% upfront with you. If you're looking for yet another quick fix diet, then the Flat Belly Fix is not for you. The Flat Belly Fix is only for folks who are ready to put aside silly miracle diets and follow a proven, satisfying, and easy to use system for rapid weight loss and a lifelong flat belly. So if you want the real solution to quickly losing weight, without hunger or cravings. If you're ready for a rapid weight loss system that is simple to follow, quickly flattens your belly, and does not require intense exercise, and is proven to reverse most of the risk factors that cause poor health and disease, then the Flat Belly Fix isn't just a system for you, it's the only system for you. Just use the button below this video to secure access now. Remember, you have access to everything, including the 7-minute flat belly protocol and one more super bonus I'll tell you about in a sec, for just one single secure payment of only $37. That's less than half the retail price of the Flat Belly Fix alone, and you're covered by my 100% money back guarantee, so you can see the results for yourself risk-free for a full 60 days. Now here's what you'll experience when you start the Flat Belly Fix tomorrow morning. You'll start your morning by making what folks are calling the best part of your day. It's the carefully formulated Flat Belly Fix tea. And although it's so simple you can make it in just a couple minutes in your kitchen, it's packed so full of fat-burning, health-enhancing secret ingredients that you'll be burning away a bit more of your belly fat every single day, while feeling so energetic and vibrant that you could climb a mountain, which is so much different than how you felt on every other diet, because most diets drain your energy, leave you feeling lightheaded and suffering a brain fog, and make you so hungry that cravings derail you after just days, or lead to dangerous binging. And if you manage to stick it out and lose some weight, eventually those other diets just stop working because you end up damaging your metabolism. Whereas the Flat Belly Fix tea actually turns up your energy, makes you feel so full and satisfied you might accidentally skip your next meal, and even gently shifts your body's chemistry until you become a natural body fat burner. And it's all because of a careful mix of new science and ancient wisdom. The secret ingredient in your tea has actually been used for thousands of years in ancient cultures to heal countless diseases. Yet only recently has it been proven to transform your body into a natural fat burner. The shocking thing is, why is no one else paying attention to this? The answer is both frustrating and enraging. Listen, after years of disappointment and tears trying to help my wife lose the weight, it took only 21 days to completely reverse her weight gain once I stumbled on this hidden weight loss ingredient. And within 3 months, she'd shocked her doctor by completely eliminating all her type 2 diabetes warning signs. However, her secret weapon is not something that Big Pharma can turn into a drug. It's been around for thousands of years. It's affordable, and it can't be patented for multi-billion-dollar profits. So the drug companies and the diet industry would rather keep it under wraps, which is why it's flying under the radar. And only little guys like me and you, who care deeply enough to search for the truth, are benefiting from the near magical properties of this ancient ingredient. You'll be amazed at how delicious your morning elixir is too. In addition to the near magical fat-burning ingredient, I carefully selected the supporting ingredients to both boost the fat-burning power of the tea and make it taste freaking delicious. You see, one big drawback of the fat-burning ingredient in this tea is your body's ability to use it. On its own, your body would just flush it out into waste. However, 2 tasty ingredients I added to the tea instantly make it easy to absorb, so you get a maximum fat-burning benefit. Now, once you've had your delicious morning fix of Flat Belly Fix tea, the magic starts to happen. You've set yourself up to burn fat at a fantastic pace for the rest of the day. And by simply following the specific meal timing strategy I give you, you'll actually accelerate your fat burning inferno, because you'll never burn sugar for fuel. Instead, you'll break down your own fat cells and turn them into a better and more powerful body fuel than you could ever get from sugar, instantly transforming you from a sugar burner to a body fat burner, which is the reason why you'll be losing weight so quickly on the Flat Belly Fix. Plus, your brain actually prefers this better type of body fuel, so your mood, energy, and concentration will be at an all-time high. Meal timing isn't everything though. You still can't eat anything you want if you expect the results you desire and deserve, which is why you'll also receive a list of specific foods that enhance your production of this sneaky body fuel that accelerates your fat burning, while keeping you alert, full, and satisfied. I also strategically selected all the foods in the Flat Belly Fix system to ensure that you protect your lean muscle mass, so that you stay 100% healthy even while losing weight at such an extreme pace. Remember, you only need to follow the meal timing and food list for 21 to 28 days though. By then, you will have lost all the weight you want, and you'll simply continue your morning Flat Belly Fix tea ritual to ensure you maintain the shift from bad, jiggly white fat to good, fat-burning brown fat. And you'll also find that after finishing the program, your Flat Belly Fix tea will naturally control your appetite. So the cravings, binges, and the hunger that usually follow on the heels of other diets will never be a problem for you. And that you'll stay lean or even continue losing a few pounds if you desire. Yet that's not all. In fact, your beautiful new body is only the tip of the iceberg. It's the changes going on inside your body that are the real treasure. Remember my friend Frank who had the lethal health scare? This guy is pretty young, and although he was overweight, he's always gone to the gym and tried to stay active. Then one chilly day in late October, only a week before his 41st birthday, Frank was in the middle of a set of squats at the gym when he felt like a giant hand reached in and squeezed his chest. He can't remember how, but he managed to rack the weight. The pain spread through his arms and shoulders, and he collapsed to the floor. Luckily, the staff were well versed in CPR and acted quickly to bring paramedics to the scene. Frank was stabilized at the hospital, and he got some good news. Although he'd had a mild heart attack, it was treatable. Yet he thought, wow, if that was mild, what does a severe attack feel like? Then the doc showed up to deliver some really bad news. His blood work revealed his cholesterol was through the roof at 247 milligrams per deciliter. His triglycerides were 493 milligrams per deciliter. Healthy folks should be in the range of 150 milligrams per deciliter or less. The doc explained that an inflammatory marker called C-reactive protein was dangerously high at 3.1 milligrams per liter, and that if he didn't do something soon, well, let's just say he should get his affairs in order and prepare for the worst. He was in shock. Up until that day, he considered himself pretty healthy. And now looking at his 11-year-old daughter as she visited him at the hospital, he didn't even know if he'd be around to walk her down the aisle at her wedding or be there for her high school graduation. So when I visited him later that night, he asked me about the Flat Belly Fix. He remembered me talking about it during a summer picnic, and he asked me if it could help him. I know the health benefits of the Flat Belly Fix tea are well documented and proven in the scientific literature. And I'd seen my wife and guys like Peter get great improvements in their blood work results using the system. Peter went from a high cholesterol of 237 milligrams per deciliter to a normal range of 187 so quickly that his doctor didn't believe the blood work and ordered it done a second time. And in only 3 months, my wife completely reversed all the markers of prediabetes that had scared her doctor so badly. So as long as Frank ran everything by his doc, I was confident and excited to get him on the protocol. And you'll see the exciting result in a minute. Listen, my passion has always been service to others. I want to help you to overcome the lies, myths, and frustration caused by diets that simply can't work in the long run, so you can finally have the body, health, and energy you desire and deserve. Imagine getting started tomorrow morning, and by the afternoon already feeling more full, satisfied, and more energetic than ever, even though you're already burning away your unwanted body fat. Then in only 7 days from now, you catch a glimpse of yourself in the bathroom mirror and you do a double take, because you can't believe how much the shape of your belly has already changed. It's flatter and healthier looking than it has been in years. Not only that, your clothes are fitting looser, and you're even pulling out some of your favorite clothes that have been lurking in the back of your closet longer than you'd care to remember. And in 2 weeks or less, the comments will start. Folks at work will start asking if you joined the gym or something. Friends will ask if you've stopped eating. Yet this is where you need to be careful, because you're losing weight so quickly that folks will think there's something wrong. Yet really, deep down, the truth is they are just jealous. Deep down, they don't want you to change and grow, because it means on some level, they don't measure up anymore. Please don't let that slow you down, because eventually they will get used to the new, lean, and energetic you, and they will either be inspired to follow you or they will continue to be bogged down and frustrated by a lack of control over their own weight. It's the same feeling of helplessness you'll continue to feel if you remain on the same path. Remember, although the weight loss depression, despair, and frustration you've experienced has not been your fault, and now you understand why, it's now your responsibility to take action. If you continue to use the outdated and generic diets forced on you by the big pharma and diet companies and the celebrity gurus who have never actually helped a single weight loss client, you know the ones I mean. You've tried them and they've failed you in the past. You'll only make it harder and harder to manage your cravings and finally experience simple and permanent weight loss on your terms. And you'll sink deeper into the negative body image that sabotages your relationships, brings the embarrassment of showing your body at the beach or poolside, and stops you from buying the form-fitting clothes you wish you could wear. This is not what I want for you, and I know it's not what you desire for yourself. You've seen a new path today. Simply by applying the same step-by-step rapid weight loss principle used by my wife and all the folks you've met today in this video, you'll quickly take control of your destiny and claim the body, energy, and confidence you deserve in as little as 21 days from now. Just look below this presentation right now and secure your better future now by clicking on the button to secure your heavily discounted price and your free bonus today. Now remember, you're not just getting an incredible discount today. You'll be an essential part of the Flat Belly Fix family, which is why I feel I must offer you one more very special super bonus today worth $79, free of charge until the end of this presentation. You see, I'm giving you 1 month of free online coaching. Members of this exclusive coaching group are already paying $79 a month for access, because you get VIP access to me so you can ask me all your questions and get quick answers to keep you on track for the fastest weight loss possible. You'll also enjoy the support of thousands of folks from all around the globe who are sharing their successful Flat Belly Fix experience. Plus, you'll have access to my weekly video coaching sessions full of tips, tricks, and advice that make your Flat Belly Fix experience faster and more enjoyable. I can only offer this exclusive free month of online coaching while spots remain though, and I'm only able to manage a limited number of coaching clients at a time. So make sure you secure your spot right away by clicking the button below this video. Now, here's what will happen the moment you click the button. First, you'll be taken to our 100% secure checkout page, which looks like this. Then after you complete your order, you can select the add-ons you prefer to customize your experience and get results even faster. Then you'll be allowed to activate your free month of online coaching. And finally, you'll arrive at our secure members area, which looks like this. You'll have immediate access to everything, including a few mystery bonuses I've prepared for you. It's that simple. Remember, you've been struggling with diets and weight gain for far too long, and the pain of continuing without taking action will only lead to more despair, more frustration, and continued struggles with yo-yo results and even rebound weight gain. Yet, all of this can be avoided beginning today simply by applying the step-by-step rapid weight loss protocol found in the Flat Belly Fix. Picture right now the moment you finally have the answer you've been looking for, as you free yourself from the worries of dieting and negative body image. You feel energized, full of hope and optimism. You literally see and experience the inches melting away daily, an average of a pound a day. Your belly looks visibly flatter in the mirror every 2 to 3 days. You are experiencing the body and confidence you deserve at long last. Yes, it's true. Your struggles, cravings, and diet missteps up until today have largely been no fault of your own. It's true that you've been lied to in the past about quick fix solutions and unsustainable tactics, and tricked into the fad diets you may have tried. And then there's all those false promises no one stands behind. However, today marks your day to take responsibility, to take the action necessary to put an end to the lies and begin anew on a real flat belly lifestyle plan that simply works. Yet, unlike all those phony weight loss plans, this one is guaranteed to work for you. Try the Flat Belly Fix for 60 full days on me and see the results you desire, or you pay nothing. Plus, you're always just minutes away from an answer from my friendly, highly trained, and knowledgeable support staff. Just click the button below this presentation to get started right now. Remember, it's not just about how great you look on the outside though. Your health and your future are also at stake. Nothing is more precious than the investment you make in your health. Just ask Frank. Today he seems to walk around with a constant bounce in his step. I guess it's because he feels like he came back from the brink. You see, 5 months after his near fatal disaster, he went back for a follow-up with his doc. He sat there in the waiting room with sweaty palms. He was literally terrified to hear what the doctor had to say about his latest blood work. So when he got the news, it took a few seconds of dumb silence to sink in. Whatever you are doing, keep at it. I'd still like to see some improvement in a couple of your tests, but overall, I'd say you're out of the woods. Wow. Frank could hardly focus as the doc went through the details. All of a sudden, he felt free to imagine the future again. For months, he avoided thinking about the future because he didn't even know if he'd be around. Now his daughter's wedding, his own 25th wedding anniversary, and even his distant retirement all became things he could get excited about again. And that's what I want for you. I want you to feel excited about your future, confident about your health. And I want you to enjoy the most energy and vitality possible and experience the freedom of losing weight on your terms without the hunger, cravings, and rebound weight gain suffered on regular diets. I want you to join the growing community of folks who have used the Flat Belly Fix to reclaim the body you desire and deserve. Remember, you won't be alone. For the next few minutes until the end of this video, you'll receive a free month of online coaching along with your discounted copy of the Flat Belly Fix, because I want to guarantee your success. I want to make sure you have access to this powerful online community where you can ask your questions and get quick answers to keep your momentum going strong. Today, you'll also receive the 7-Minute Flat Belly Protocol, a $39.95 value on its own, as my free gift to you for putting your faith in me. This system of strategically selected gentle stretches and core movements quickly rebalances your muscles and allows your lower belly to naturally become flat and toned. Just use the button below this video now to secure your reduced price of just $37 for the Flat Belly Fix, the 7-Minute Flat Belly Protocol, and your free month of online coaching. Remember, you're also covered by my ironclad 100% money back guarantee. So you can try the system for a full 60 days risk-free. And if you decide for any reason that it's not for you, just let me know. I'll make sure you get a full refund the very same day, and we part as friends no matter what. Just don't put this off, because this fantastic discount package and all the bonuses are only available on this page. And I won't be keeping this limited offer available for very long. So when you come back to the site, you probably won't have access to the same low price, and the bonuses will soon be sold as separate add-ons at full price. Which means you could be paying as much as $215.95 for access to the same complete package in the future instead of a single investment of just $37 today. So act now to secure your discount and all your bonuses while you can. Just use the button below this video to get access to everything in minutes from now and get started on your flat belly as early as tomorrow morning.